Let's clear up social justice. Nationwide Pride Month attacks on LGBTQ plus symbols surge. During Pride Month, over 40 cities nationwide witnessed attacks on LGBTQ symbols, including rainbow flags and crosswalks. These incidents occurred in 21 states, with a majority in blue states like California, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Washington, but also in red states like Idaho, Montana, Texas, and West Virginia. While most theft and vandalism appear to be perpetrated by lone wolf individuals rather than coordinated extremist groups, local police, news reports, officials, and victims indicated a significant increase in attacks compared to previous years. This rise coincided with heightened anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric and legislation from Republicans and other conservatives. In Boise, Idaho, for example, an annual display of 60 rainbow flags was vandalized 4 times in June. Michael Dale, president of Boise Pride, an LGBTQ plus advocacy group, remarked, quote, "It happens all the time now." Amanda Gentry, a victim of vandalism in rural Warren County, Tennessee, experienced this firsthand. After hoisting a rainbow pride flag outside her law firm's office, a surveillance video captured a man cutting it down the following night. Among the high-profile incidences, over 150 pride flags were vandalized outside the Stonewall Monument. A gunshot pierced a rainbow flag in an Oregon library window, and 3 teens were arrested for vandalizing a pride crosswalk in Washington state. These attacks coincided with the introduction of at least 510 anti-LGBTQ plus bills nationwide by Republican legislators over the past year, with more than 30 becoming law in 2024. So you see why support is necessary? Yeah. Because all these hateful people are being galvanized by the hateful rhetoric and hateful legislation being pushed, so they feel like, oh, it's cool to attack them now. And this has been happening for years. Yes. So I am tired of people questioning, why do we need pride? I'm tired of people questioning, why do we need to be so loud about it? Because we're still being attacked for it. And by not just the older folk who should be getting aged out, no offense, but like by the younger folk who are like being brought in, and they're being taught this rhetoric by their elders, like spreading the hate. It's insane.
Social media influence.
I was going to say social media.
Lord, I think it's funny. I mean, when people J.K. Rowling, lips of TikTok, or even Colorado GOP chair who basically said that burn pride flags. This type of tactic, like inspiring lone wolf attacks, is straight out of white supremacist playbook. Sure. That's how it happened in Oklahoma City when Timothy McVeigh bombed the federal building.
And this is also, a result of all of the misinformation that you find on social media. Anybody can give themselves whatever title they want and say whatever they want.
Yeah.
And all it takes is for
and
share it, and then it shares again.
I want to touch on something. I want to touch on something that Bobby said, though. 9 out of 10 times it's a white cisgender man,
absolutely,
all right, that is struggling maybe with his sexuality and is threatened by our community that is doing this shit. It is never a woman. It is never a black or brown person. All right. Let's just be very clear about that.
And let's say it again.
Billions is like that.
And say it again. Still not a drag queen.
It was never a drag queen. And BTW, still not a drag queen.
I will say this, sort of against the point that you just made. Probably closeted. I feel a certain way with that sort of sentiment, because the people who hate us aren't just queers themselves. It's straight up straight people who are threatened by our freedom. So there is a percentage of those who wish they could be out, but they can't, so they turn to violence to attack us. But there are just some straight bros who are jealous that they can't be as free as we are, and they take it out on us. So it's on both sides.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I encourage protecting yourself. I am a concealed weapons carrier by the state of Florida. Thank you, Nikki, even though I didn't vote for you. But no, seriously, self-defense, like any type of understanding of your environment. Make sure you have good communication with friends. Make sure your neighborhoods you're aware of like certain people around in and you're registered sex offenders. Let's check that list regularly. Actually, like different things like that can make a difference.
No, but you're right. These are things that people have to think about, you know? Like, I mean, we've got to be safe about everything. We've got to go back to the days of like, hey, let me know when you got home, or no,
exactly. Drop it in.
Let me walk you to your car. Wilton Manors is a safe little bubble, but it also has these weird side streets. I've been followed in Wilton freaking Manors, okay? And it is never by a gay person that's following me,
That's
okay?
crazy though.
So just be aware, all right? I think that everybody feels that heightened kind of something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we're all kind of like, okay.
I never be like
you know, come for us, we're coming for you, right?
Exactly. Right. Like I'm staying over here, just you stay over there.
Right.